bit. This is 9:59, so it's not really 10 on the dot. So we'll get started fully by 10 on the dot, right? All right. So let's see what we're looking at. So this is 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Okay. Today is so-called Valentine's Day, Abi. uh, all right. We don't start, Abi. Don't start. I don't know. There's still a little bit of delay. I think we are live, right? We are live. Live. Please, if you can hear me, wherever you platform you are watching from right now, this is a kind of multi-stream, multiple streaming. All right. So, what platform are you watching from? Platform are you watching from? Say hi if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say hi. Type hi, right? Okay, it's like our listing. So let's fix our chart. Our chart doesn't seem to be working. Let's try to fix it. Let's try to fix it. On that, or should be on that dock, right? Okay. So let's see. Let's see. Fix our chart, right? It didn't load. Why? Why? Okay, let's restart that again. It didn't load. Please, we want to see our chart did not. So let's try to fix our chart, right? Please hold on. Doc chart. All right, I think this should fix it, right? So as you know, we'll be looking at what the valid key zone is. I'm going to throw a little bit of light to valid key zone. Of course, we need our key zones if we want to be making profits. We need a valid key zone, and it is not more than what we do when we're analyzing the market during our analysis phase before we take our trade. We will be looking at to be able to figure out and pinpoint a valid key zone, your area of interest, your point of interest, your area of value. These are different languages that are used, right? Of course, these are different languages that are used to refer to a valid key zone. And that's exactly what we'll be looking at. Um, all right, our chart is working, especially for the red platform. I don't know of Twitter. Sorry, I don't know of TikTok. I want to find out whether our chart will be working. Talking about TikTok. All right. Is it lagging? Gentlemen, is it lagging? Gentlemen, please, if you are on TikTok, please try to type high. Let's see. Please just hold on. We'll come back to this and talk about our valid key zone. And I'm just trying to also be sure that all the platforms are working, especially the charts. I believe we'll go ahead. Maybe we'll try to fix that later. I don't know. I try to fix that. We may have to go and try to fix that later. So let's go ahead because we're going to be talking about some little things before we go to sleep. I believe we should be able to finish this by before 11 p.m., right? All right, guys. Let's just go. We fix this later on. I'm having issue with the TikTok, but if you're there on TikTok, please, you can see that it's only one of one that is working here. One of one in terms of chatting, one of one from what I can see here. And this. All right, can please hold on and be patient. I'm coming. Hold on and be patient, please. Please be patient with us. I'm trying to fix the chat just in case of so anyone that actually want to. Right, so I think I'll fix that later on because I don't. It doesn't seem like it's working. So all right, so let's go straight to. I think we've spent 7 minutes already trying to get all this. Sorry, guys. This is multi-streaming. It's not just one platform that is being streamed here. TikTok is here with you know, the real platform. So we'll be discussing about valid key zone. So we have the key zones, but we'll be talking about which one should we be looking at, and that's going to be valid key zones. How would you know valid key zones? That will be the area on the chart after you have done your analysis that the market is forced to respect. You know, I have issue with people always trading as if the market is the almighty. No, the market, I don't agree that the market is the almighty. You are the almighty because you are supposed to catch the market, tell the market what it should do for you, and wait, let it do it, and then you cash out. That's what my personal belief. So that's my personal belief. I'm just saying it now loudly. Talking about uh, key zones is the area you map out, not the market mapping out the key zone. Have the power and ability because you cannot say you have power over somebody when the person is the one that is going to be doing everything. So have the ability to mark out a valid key zone where you take your trade. So basically, a valid key zone will be that zone that after you mark it out, after your analysis, the market is forced to respect it. The market is forced to respect it. That's a valid key zone. That's how we define a valid key zone. Your area of value that you force the market to respect. Of course, you are forcing it because you are the one who designed it. You want the market to stop there, and because you want to take a trade from there, and you want it to get to to point B because you have taken trade from point A, and expect it to go to point B. Once you are able to, you have the ability to do something like this, then you have a valid key zone. How will you know that it's a valid key zone? Of course, it's going to take a lot of time of practices because you're going to mark all the areas on the chart, and then it will be area the market will come to and it bounces back or does whatever you expected it to do. You get it? The valid key zone. So not everything you mark on the chart is a valid key zone, but that particular one, that zone that Bible, I mean, sorry, that Bible, that the market is forced to respect. That is your valid key zones. I hope you get this. All right. So just to explain further using chart, we'll be going into the market right now, to the chart now, and we are going to take a look. I'm just going to show you based on what happened on Friday from our own particular trade. Please, I'm coming. Please. All right. So incidentally, we are going to mark out the key zones. It takes practice to do this. So let's go to the chart. Let me try to explain. All right, we are here on the chart. Right, so we're here on the chart right now. These are the key zones that I marked about. I'm going to speak to you based on let me mark out this so that you get the point properly. What is Eclipse? Eclipse is here. All right, just watch what I'm doing. Oh, sorry, I need to actually put off this camera so that you can see. So we're going with our camera now. You're going to be hearing my voice because we want to show something on the chart. As we come back again, you will see that we're going to bring in the camera anytime that we don't need the chart. So let's go. See the place I'm marking, right? So we want to mark this. I want to use to show you something. So before then, you see, the key zones I marked are marked out. So I'm still waiting for the market to come down to this very particular key zone. These are basically order block. We'll talk about more, but I just want to show you zones so that will not stay too long. The key zones and explain why they are key zones. All right. So you see here, all right, another order block, another key zone. Of course, here it's supposed to be like when you see all the places I mark with red, they are supposed to be kind of sell order block. But this one does not mean sell order block here, really, for this time frame where we are. This place, it's more like another order block. I think it's just because it's red. Okay, that's what I did in 1 minute for it. So, but let's just leave that out. Now, basically, this is the place we waited for market to come and hit on Friday afternoon. You get it? The trade that I took, because if you go to my page, you find them. This is the area where I took them, but it's 1 minute time frame. You can see this gap. You go to 1 minute time frame, you also find this gap where I took the trade. I think I took the trade. Of course, go to my page, you will see how I recorded it live, give live update on that. All right, so now you see at this point, this market came and respected this zone. So this zone is valid. This zone is what? Is a valid key zone. Because that's the area on the chart that market comes and respect. You see what it did here? All right, so I want to show you something in 1 minute about this particular place. Like that, because there are people who talk about why is it that you have a key zone, market come there, mitigate the other block there, sometimes tear your stop loss, either move, still keep moving in that direction that it tear your stop loss, or then the market turns back after taking you out, hitting your stop loss. So, but the thing, like I told you earlier, when we talk about key zone, we're talking about a valid key zone. There are key zones and there are valid key zones. The valid ones are the one that the market will always respect. Of course, if you use any strategy at all, just be sure that you're able to get a valid key zone. Now, all right. So here is another zone. Here's another key zone. So here now is another key zone. respected by the market, and you can see the market comes, mitigate it, and begin to move forward. Do you see that? The same thing happened here. Look at when the market was coming here, after busting through, he was able to respect it. He came back again. Look at with this week of this candle. After that, you keep going up. So market will always respect it because these are, I mean, when you design them properly. So how do you know that the market is turning around from the key zone? This is what we are going to explain a little bit of, talk about a little bit of sniper entry trading strategy to use. You know, I said the first thing in the process of learning how and mastering how to uh, use this strategy, sniper entry trading strategy. Now, what you need to do is first of all, you have to identify your, be able to have a strategy that will help you to identify valid key zones on the chart. That is the starting point. And we talked about in that video, we talked about, if you go, we have it in on my profile, the video. I talked about three-way process of um, adopting and mastering sniper entry trading strategy. You'll find that on my page. Anywhere you go on my platform, you'll be able to find that. All right. So now, when we get to the point, is here now we have our key zone. Look at the way the market penetrated through it and it held. How do we know the market is going up so that we don't put our stop loss where market will take us out? It's very simple. So when you identify a valid key zone, mark them out, choose your entry time frame, and here I usually choose 15 minutes, like I said in that video. This is 15 minutes my entry time frame. So the market has mitigated my zone. How do I know when to take the trade? So let's now go to 1 minute. Let me show you something. Sorry, this video I'm not really properly doing a lecture here. I just want this to use it to try out the platform that I have put together to see how it works, correct mistakes. So preparation for our live analysis and live trading sessions. You understand? All right. So you see the area that was marked as the area of the key zone. You see what happened. This is 1 minute time frame. After coming down to 1 minute time frame, now look at what happened. I said in that video that you should have you come to 1 minute time frame to take a confirmation, and I said a lot of things, including chart pattern, and this is chart pattern in play here. This is a higher low in play here. These are the things I cited you should see when you come to 1 minute. Now, this is a chart pattern. This is head and shoulder bottom here. In this case, we have a double head. This and this double head. Look at the shoulder and look at the shoulder. You see that? So it's very simple. This is not will not be so much clear in the 15-minute time frame. You see that? But it's so much clear here. Now, if you understand chart pattern, because I talk about confluences that you find on the chart in the process that will help you to determine the market want to go up. You see this market, if you have taken the trade here, you would have still run to all this place to any take profit that you have probably set. Did you see that? That's assuming you took it here. But let's assume you don't know, because we need to know for sure that the market want to start going up. This is where you have double bottom here. Did you see that? Double bottom, which is double head bottom. Did you see that? So after this happened, you could take your buy. Immediately you understand all these things that I explained earlier on in the video. I just want to show you everything. We are going to take all this in details later on in later videos and later live sessions. So, but here, I just want you to understand this. That the strategy I talked about is simple and not difficult. Now, this is the key zone that is coming. Remember, we say key zone, not a line, is zone. So that's why you treat, though we are representing with this line, but this line is telling us that everything around here is the zone we are looking at, we are considering. So now we are looking when the market is moving towards this line that signifies that we used to represent our key zone. We are watching what the market is going to do here. In this case now, because this is a bullish trade setup that order block that this line is representing, meaning that we are looking forward to taking a bullish trade to buy the market, to buy. You understand? So now, as the market comes down to this point, we are now looking at what the market is going to do. What I described in that video as a turning pattern, you get. So here we have head and shoulder bottom. Now here at the bottom you are having um, double bottom that place. So now using this strategy, you might not be able to take the trade here because this has not started showing that it's turning. What is showing, this is the beginning at the point when it started showing that the market is turning. By doing double bottom, immediately it did this and produced this candle. All you need to do is to take the trade from here, buy, and put your stop loss just below the wick here. Like you can see, if you did that, it never came back again from there. Did you see that? And your stop loss is now going to be very, very tight. That's what we call this sniper entry trading strategy. Master this strategy, I tell you, you'll be clearing the market anyhow, left, right, center, anyhow you want it. All right. So now, if you missed out the trade here, look at the right shoulder bottom. That's the right shoulder, but the bottom. You understand? This is what we have here. So immediately all this happened. This is that's what we call this turning pattern. Look at this happened. It brought in this bottom, goes, turns again and does another bottom. Did you see that turning pattern? Now, assuming you didn't carry the trade here, look at this place, another place to carry the trade. That's after the right shoulder. Immediately you finish constructing something like this. You are waiting for a shoulder that is almost at the same level with this shoulder here. And this is where it was produced. So if you take a trade, this candle, the stop loss is going to be smaller because you are going to put it below the wick of that candle. And as you can see, the market they keep flying. So this is example the turning pattern we talked about or talking about. You need to adopt or master in order to actually trade. So people, I just want to explain this because I'm just trying to test our streaming software to see how it works. So I'm going to go back right now to go and check out and find out what actually happened last. But this is just example of key zone. We are going to take a live session. We are going to do top-down analysis, explaining the key zone, how we determine our key zone, like that, and what we watch out for. Just like what we have said, we watch out for the turning pattern where the market approaches our key zone. So at this point where the market was coming toward this key zone, we are going to keep a watch and then see the market does this and begin to. So this is a turning pattern. So you could have entered the market anywhere around this area, and you would have been that he hit what? He hit TP. So I'm going to drop the curtain here. This is just a testing. We will settle down into really learning and understanding this. And because I'm going to take everything one after the other and show you how you should be able to actually master the sniper entry strategy and become very, very profitable. So when we come back again, we'll be able to learn more and learn better too. That